Hello, Dr. Katina here with a teaching moment. One of my students, Dr. Rebecca Aldrich, she asked me, Katina, how do you approach people? How do you adjust people that like to check out of their body? So I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. What I'd like to say to you is, first of all, how do we read a person? So let's say this is my chiropractic table, okay? And I have my chiropractic patient, which is a nice, beautiful polar bear, which we need to protect because there is global warming. And anyway, so how do we read this person? Person comes in, they lay down on the table. As we're approaching their field, okay, they're emitting a certain conversation. It's very important that my conversation be neutral and literally approaching with, I'm looking forward to seeing this person. Hello, it's good to see you. This is what is literally coming in my heart. So as I approach this person's field, I may feel like something bumps me. That's good. They have a boundary. Oh, I come in this way, coming that way. Oh, good boundaries. Okay. Some people, woo, you come right in. They have no boundaries. Some people, the ones you're asking me about, what do you do about the ones, how do we adjust people that aren't checked into their body? Literally, there'll be a very uncomfortable stillness that happens in the person's body. It's like approaching wood, or it does not have a life give and take, yin and yang with it. So I approach this person, no boundaries. And they don't even want to be in their body. Their body's been hurt, their body's exhausted, their body's been violated, their body has gone through something, or maybe many things. And in order to keep it going through all of its periods, literally it broke off, disconnected, as we say in our chiropractic world. Every time shame on you, bad dog, bad little bear, and our tail tucks, or our head tucks down, that position, that C-shaped position that we're seeing in our people these days has a lot to do with throwing the brain and the body into primitive brain. Too many times, and that happens, imagine if you were being violated, you would learn, to be quiet, to be still, to disappear. This would be the energy that would be emitting from your body. So you chiropractors, as you're connecting with someone, there will be, often actually, where they've escaped. It'll sometimes feel like all their energy is almost escaping out of their head. When that happens, doesn't mean that everybody's been violated, okay? So don't get into being psychologists. But I'm just saying this is the body posture when it does. And sometimes we're just overwhelmed from everything that's come in. And we're thinking so much that the energy feels you're palpating it, it's whooshing right out. So you chiropractors, as you're seeing, whoa, my goodness, they're almost leaving or they're not present. That when you put your hands and you're palpating this little person or big person, what you're literally feeling for is, how do I ground and make their body parts feel safe again? And you're gonna find what we call a disconnect, a place. This one happens to be around his little ear and around like a little headache. You probably palpate that. It'll feel like you're palpating a headache. So you're gonna connect it, help the energy to move, give them a little processing time. Connect, this time I have a whole pattern and I might connect all that energy and even give them a little adjustment even. That will ground them. Osseous adjustments, if the person's system is welcoming it, will help ground them. Connecting the disconnects, breathing, getting them to breathe all the way into their heart, all the way into their belly, all the way into their bum. Open your jaw and move your head. These movements, yes, no, P to A. Open your arms like a little bird. Take a big breath. Help lift them up. See, I'm extending and flexing and extending, and that will allow the patient's primitive brain to feel safe and that will create space back in the body for the person to come back in. So we're going to read the patient, and our ABCs are going to be aware. Be aware of the breath is, be aware where they're feeling, be aware of the senses that you come into when you come near this person. ABCs. Be aware of it. Connect with it. Be and breathe with it. Okay. When I feel this, that they've had a long, hard day, and they don't breathe anywhere in their chest, I must breathe to help them find that place to breathe. A, B, C. And C, of course, conscious connection. When you put your hands into a place that's calling you in there, I'm not poking and prodding around. I'm going to enter into a very conscious connection. So ABCs with Dr. Katina on how do I help people feel safe and get back in their body so they can be adjusted. Thank you for my friend. And remember, coming up soon, we've got some amazing seminars. I'm going to be at the Remembering down in Kansas with Dr. Devin Verana and Dr. Lona Cook and Dr. Denise Weber, and we're going to have a blast. Growing businesses, growing our practices, how to read people, how to adjust people from the depths of your heart, and how to connect with the depth of your own heart. So my lawn's being mowed, it's a little noisy out there, so I'm going to sign off and tell you I love you. Also, I'm coming to Barcelona in September, 5 days. 3 days, we're going to do a Katina intensive, and then for 2 days, we're going to be tourists together through the amazing geometric magic of Barcelona. I love you, drkatina.org. See you soon.